Hi, I'm Jennet Ingle, the 5 Minute Reedmaker. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and click subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, okay? Today I'm going to talk about soaking. It's going to be a really short video. I actually ran a whole bunch of experiments yesterday and tried to make a video about them, but it turned out that that was such uncompelling video you wouldn't believe it. So I've had a number of questions. So I wanted to talk about first how I soak up a basic finished reed to actually play on as a grown-up oboist, which is simply that I dip it in water, I pull it out, and I let it air dry for a little bit. That is all that I do when the surface of it seems to be dry-ish and the interior is soaked up, then it's ready to go. Now, I did run an experiment about whether hot water is better than cold water or, regular room temperature water. Here's what I discovered. Soaking in quite hot water, the hottest I could get out of my tap, did soak the reed up a few seconds faster, but I had to stand in front of my tap for over 2 minutes to get it hot enough, which feels completely unhelpful and not useful. So the net gain of time was none at all, basically. Okay, so this reed has been standing here. After being bone dry, I just dipped it. It's been there for a minute while I puttered around, putting my oboe together or talking to you here on the video or whatever. And just like that, it's basically ready to go. Now, the other part of the question, though, is how long it takes to soak up a blank to work on. And I thought I would cover that right here as well. Okay, so this answer is going to vary a little bit, right? Because I don't scrape at all on my blanks before they dry overnight. The question really is, how tightly is the bark holding that reed together? If the bark is very, very strong and holding it together really, really tightly, as it is designed to do, it'll take longer to soak. So here, 30 seconds. And this first reed, I'm starting to scrape. And it's okay. It feels a little dry to me, but I'm able to get this bark off pretty easily. I don't love it, but it's okay. Ugh. No, I don't love it. It definitely feels very dry inside. So that was choice one. Here is a blank that's been soaking for 1 minute. Still feels very tight, actually. As I get down in there, I'm definitely getting to cane that hasn't really soaked at all. The surface is coming off okay, but this reed has almost no flexibility under my fingertips. I don't like it. And it's sort of only okay. Here is 1 minute and 30 seconds. And that's beginning to be a lot more effective. As I scrape, I can easily get down more into this cane. Okay, let me go back to this one, which I think is the first one I did. After I took the bark off and opened it, I tossed it back in the water for about 1.5 minutes. And although it's still pretty strong, I'm definitely able to get down into the good stuff of the cane here. So what did I do? I got the bark off as fast as I could, and then I let it soak again for another minute or so. Yeah, this is working fine. Do I have one more in here? Yeah, this one, which has now been soaking with its bark on for nearly 3 minutes. And that is definitely the most pliable and easy to work with of any of them. As I work on these blanks, because I work really very fast, I don't usually worry too much about dropping them back into the water and making sure they stay damp. But I certainly have students who work slowly enough that they run out of run out of moisture inside the reed, and they really have to. They do have to re-dip and moisten in order to be able to work on those reeds well. And honestly, of all the things that I'm fussy about, this is basically the least of them. I soak reeds, as you see here, until I get around to them, basically. I would expect that if I dropped 15 or 10 blanks in this water, I'd get to them all within 15 or 20 minutes. They'll all be soaked enough by the time I get to them, and I don't really get overly concerned about it. What I don't do is leave finished reeds just standing in water, generally, because I do feel like it's easy to get that over-soaked and to break down the reed a little faster than I want it to break down. But I am highly unfussy about water temperature, about exact soaking times, as long as I've got the cane to where it feels workable, where as I scrape it's comfortable under my knife. I kind of don't care very much. I do hope this has been helpful to you. It was a very, very quick video because this isn't a really large concern for me. And what I hope is that I'm able to demystify the soaking process for you so that this just doesn't feel stressful. That's always my goal. This has been a 5-Minute Reedmaker lesson. You can follow these short videos right here on YouTube, and please do click subscribe and notify so you'll know when I post more. If you'd like to order reeds or cane from me, you can find me at JennetIngle.com. And in fact, I'd love to hear what else I can help you with and what my next short video should address. Please let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.